What up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk channel. We discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So in today's episode, I'm going to discuss my thoughts on the Baltimore bridge collapse. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep putting you out, give you leverage, you better yourselves. So let's get into it. So my thoughts on the Baltimore bridge collapse. So this happened early this morning on a Tuesday. So at the recording of this video, it hasn't even been 12 hours since this incident happened. So long story short, a cargo ship, a huge cargo ship, ran into a bridge in Baltimore, the port of Baltimore. So I've been to Baltimore countless times in my life, and a lot of times I come in through the main city, where I think it's 395 goes into Baltimore City. So basically I pass by the Baltimore Orioles Stadium when I go into the city. But this particular bridge is on the other side of Baltimore where the port is, where all these ships come in, right? So this happened about 1:30 in the morning on Tuesday morning. And from what the articles, what I read in the articles, it pretty much said that there was a power outage on the ship, and the ship could not navigate past one of the, it's not a pylon, how can I say? So the bridge is tall enough for the cargo ship to go under the bridge, but it hit the actual bridge where it goes to the ocean, if that makes any sense, right? So once this happened, it caused a cascade of collapse on the bridge, but it's considered a partial collapse, meaning that on both ends of the bridge where it begins, that part of the bridge is still intact. I'm not exactly sure what part of the bridge it hit. I'm not sure it hit the middle or like the far right or the far left, but I seen the video of it online through CNN, and it looks horrible, honestly. It's crazy. And like I said, this happened about 1:30 in the morning. From what I read, I guess the skipper or the captain of the ship sent a message to, I guess, whoever is in charge of the port, letting them know that there was a power outage on the ship and to close the bridge off. So from what I can tell, they closed the bridge off before this happened, but there was still some cars that was on the bridge, and there were some construction workers on the bridge conducting work during this time. So from how the video looks like, it looked like there was some cars that went into the water once the bridge collapsed, and of course I'm assuming that some of the construction workers went into the water as well. It's March, so it's pretty cold, and it wouldn't take too long before these folks started to develop hypothermia within a few minutes, actually, because of how cold the water is. So so my prayers are definitely with the personnel that's involved in this, you know, whether it be the person that actually hit the bridge, because I know they feel absolutely horrible about this. You know, the folks that was in their cars, the construction workers. You know, this is a really crazy situation. But you know, this is a channel about finding fitness and folk, right? So I'm relating this mainly to folks, and you know, what I would say is this situation is one of those things that's going to affect a lot of people that were directly not involved in the incident. And what I mean by that is that this cargo ship, for whatever reason, hit this bridge within a few minutes of it leaving the port, right? The bridge is not that far from the port itself. And if anybody knows anything about ports, because I'm from the Hampton Roads area of Virginia, 757, right? And I grew up seeing cargo ships my whole life, right? The shipyards where they build ships, all of that. And you know, this particular cargo ship that I saw on that hit the bridge, it's a common ship that I've seen plenty of times down in Norfolk and Portsmouth and Newport News. And what people may not understand is that when you're at a port like that, the water is fairly shallow. What I mean by that is it's not really, really deep. So if you watch this video of this particular bridge collapsing, the actual bridge itself is still seen over the water because the water's not that deep, right? So this bridge has potentially blocked ships leaving and ships coming. So, not to discount the folks that are, that possibly may have lost their lives during this incident. This is going to cause a major setback on the industry that's there. There's, I'm not exactly sure, the equipment that they will use to remove this stuff, remove the bridge and whatever else they fell into the water. But this right here is, I mean, it could take years before this thing is totally clear and it's safe to be navigated by ships. I'm not saying much, y'all. I'm talking about years, because this is a huge bridge. This is not something small at all. And, you got to think, they have to remove the part of the bridge that fell, and they have to remove the part of the bridge that didn't fall, and they have to build a new bridge, right? So this is going to affect a lot of people. But definitely my hearts and my prayers are with the folks that was involved in this, specifically as far as anybody that hopefully didn't fall in the water, but if they did, my heart and prayers with you guys. And this is just a terrible situation, and I'm pretty sure a lot of things going to be developed. The things are going to develop as time goes on, because like I said, it hasn't been even 12 hours since the incident happened. But I do have some friends that live in Baltimore, and I want to say some of them live in that area where this bridge had collapsed. So I'm praying for them that they're not too affected by this, and it's it's just a really sad situation. So I wanted to make this video because I wanted to relate this to folks, because this is a channel about finding fitness and folk, right? And these are folks that was involved with this thing. I'm saying? The person that was in charge of the bridge, charge of the ship, the folks that actually was in the cars when the bridge collapsed, and also the folks that were the construction workers. These folks, they really, God works in mysterious ways, but these folks did not expect at 1:30 in the morning to fall into water from a bridge. They had been standing there, from what I remember, about 70 years, I think. So this crazy situation. I would say that please have your thoughts and prayers with these folks, and let's definitely be careful out there. Let's stay prayed up, and let's think about folks, and just understand that life can make so many turns in our lives, and we have to stay prayed up. We have to really listen to what God wants us to do, and if He's speaking to you, definitely take heed to what He says to you. So shout out to Baltimore, y'all stand up. All right, like, comment, and subscribe. I endeavor to keep putting these videos out. You will leverage to better yourselves. Finding fitness and folk. Triple F, I'm gone.